Hey, Faith. I'm so glad you're taking a moment to join us for today's daily devotional. But before I get to the passage, I want to invite you to think for just a moment about one of your favorite teachers and perhaps why this person is your favorite teacher. For me, I'd like to share with you, old school show and tell style, a picture of me with one of my favorite teachers. This is actually a professor that I did some research with in college. And one of the reasons he's one of my favorite teachers is that he cared so much about his students that there were times that he would stay with us in the lab well past midnight, trying to help us with our various projects and lab assignments. And today's passage from John chapter 13 shows us an even greater picture of that. Here we have Jesus, the Son of God, sacrificing and serving his disciples in a way that gives us this beautiful picture of how much the Lord loves us. So starting in John chapter 13. Now before the feast of the Passover, when Jesus knew that his hour had come to depart out of this world to the Father, having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. During supper, when the devil had already put it into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, to betray him, Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hands, and that he had come from God and was going back to God, rose from supper. He laid aside his outer garments and taking a towel, tied it around his waist. Then he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with the towel that was wrapped around him. He came to Simon Peter, who said to him, "Lord, do you wash my feet?" Jesus answered him, "What I am doing you do not understand now, but afterward you will understand." Peter said to him, "You shall never wash my feet." Jesus answered him, "If I do not wash you, you have no share with me." Simon Peter said to him, "Lord, not my feet only, but also my hands and my head." Jesus said to him, "The one who has bathed does not need to wash except for his feet, but is completely clean. And you are clean, but not every one of you." For he knew who was to betray him. That was why he said, not all of you are clean. When he had washed their feet and put on his outer garments and resumed his place, he said to them, "Do you understand what I have done to you? You call me teacher and Lord, and you are right, for so I am. If I then, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example, that you also should do just as I have done to you. Truly, truly, I say to you, a servant is not greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him. If you know these things, blessed are you if you do them." Faith, this Easter season, I'm asking the Lord to give me this beautiful picture in my own life of Jesus serving me. And then beyond that, the picture of him going to the cross for my sins. I'm asking him to reveal to me how sacrificial he is with me and how he longs to serve me and how he has served me in life, that I would respond in joy that I have such a great teacher and Savior and Lord, and that by that response that he would empower me to actually go out and be the humble kind of servant that he was with me, that more might come to know this amazing teacher, this wonderful Lord, and this Savior we have in Jesus.